When you speak in the language of the Milton Model, which is the opposite side of the coin from the Meta Model, it directs people subtly and effortlessly into hypnotic trances as they consider what you are saying.
Exactly.
The Milton Model is an immensely powerful way of using language, and it comes from the work of Dr. Milton H. Erickson, hence the name.
The Milton Model comes after Milton H. Erickson. It was work that was created by Erickson, but he didn't really document what he was doing.
No.
So Richard Bandler and John Grinder, when they were creating NLP and modeling Erickson, they realized this was something he was doing to create language that was what we call artfully vague.
Artfully vague. We talked in a previous video, the Meta Model, about using language to clarify language.
Things like how specifically.
Right, and the Meta Model keeps people out of trance by being specific. The Milton Model does the exact opposite. When you speak in the language of the Milton Model, which is the opposite side of the coin from the Meta Model, it directs people subtly and effortlessly into hypnotic trances as they consider what you are saying.
Exactly. So the way that this is happening is that the things that are being said are artfully vague. We alluded to that a moment ago. Artfully vague simply means that they have to be true to the person listening in some way, but they're not specific. In fact, they're the opposite of specific.
So I could say to you, I could say to you something like, and as you begin to tune in to that specific feeling that you are beginning to notice right now, whether or not you realize it. Now, I'm not saying anything other than verbal fluff.
That's absolutely true. So there's a sense that you can begin to really become interested in this kind of topic so that you can accelerate your ability to communicate with other people in a powerful way.
Pretty much.
So these are things, in fact, we joke a lot of the times about how politicians and corporate types will speak this way, right? They're saying nonsense. But if you're in rapport with someone, always, rapport is
it's the glue that holds it all together.
So if you're in rapport with someone and you're using language that they're agreeing to in their head, but it's vague enough that it has to force them to go inside,
it'll
formulate
pull them right
meaning.
into it. And one of the ways we do it is through something called nominalization.
Right, or nominalizations, a way we like to say it.
Say every letter.
Just because we can. So nominalization, what is a nominalization?
A nominalization is a noun, but not a noun like apple, book, or brick, but it's a noun that you cannot put in a wheelbarrow, no matter what size the wheelbarrow is.
It's a funny thing to say, right? But you can't put love in a wheelbarrow.
Or performance. Or learnings. Or understanding. These are all nouns, but they're nominalizations. And when we use these with our Ericksonian patterns, if I say something like, and you can begin to understand at a deep level all the feelings that are entirely appropriate as you generate those learnings and imagination. I've said nothing again.
So learnings is a nominalization.
Imagination.
Feelings, imagination, realization, any of these shun words, transformation.
And they all cause the person listening to put their own meaning on the words based on their life experience.
And even just words like interest. Well, that's a thing. Interest is a thing.
It's a nominalization.
You can have an interest, but you can't put that in a wheelbarrow. You can't physically reach out and touch it.
Now, the other one is, but remember we also talk about unspecified verbs.
That's the other part of the equation. So those are the verbs, but they're not specified in terms of how they're done.
So if I'm saying, I want you to begin learning this material. Well,
how?
How specifically?
You do a
Watching
meta model
video,
test on
like
it, right?
writing, reading a book. How are you learning? Yes.
If you could meta model it, then it's probably good Milton Model language. So how would you learn that? How would you move? Move would be another one. I would like you to move to a new location.
Understand is another one. Yeah.
Understand how exactly, right.
So all of these things, whether they're nominalizations, which are technically unspecified nouns, or unspecified verbs doing something but not explaining how, cause the other person to go inside. The Milton Model causes them to go into trance, to begin to generate meaning so they will understand what you're saying. It will be their meaning, not what you're saying.
Okay, so the Milton Model is the foundation of an art people call conversational hypnosis. If you'd like to know more about how to do this kind of thing, put it to use in real-world applications.
And why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you exactly? For your own benefit in terms of communicating, or if you're a therapist, coach, etc., working with clients, we have a free course for you. And it's all about how to do this. The course is called NUVI, which stands for Nominalization, Unspecified Verb, Induction. It's free. You'll find a link to it in the description. We hope you enjoyed this video. So subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.